Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming to this press conference. I appreciate it. It was short notice. This is an opportunity for us to update you on what we know so far in the investigation into the shooting of two men, which had occurred at about 5:30 in the morning on Saturday, the 27th of November. At about that time, officers from our armed response unit and other uniform units attended the reports of gunfire in the St. Monica's area of Pembroke. On arrival at the scene, two men were found laying on Mission Lane, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. They were conveyed by ambulance to the King Edward Memorial Hospital, where they were treated and underwent surgery for their injuries. The victims are a 44 and 40-year-old male from Pembroke. Both men were seriously injured, with the 40-year-old tragically suffering paralysis as a result of these gunshot wounds, as one of the bullets appears to have traversed his spine in his neck region. It is not believed at this time that either men are members of an identified gang. An active investigation is underway by the Serious Crime Unit headed by myself, and the investigating team understands that some people may have been in the area or immediately following the shooting, and we are keen to speak with these individuals or with anyone that has information that will assist. You'll be aware that the scene has been forensically examined, and indications are that a total of 10 shots were fired at the scene, with both victims receiving more than one gunshot to each of them. The forensic evidence is being processed and being sent overseas, and we hope to have early results on these tests soon. We are interested in speaking with people that can assist us with the movements of the victims. The victims were on a black motorcycle which was bearing the registration number BS047. This cycle is in fact a stolen motorcycle, and it is a Qing, and I'll just spell that for you. It's QING motorcycle, and we're appealing for anyone that has information on the movements of this bike and the victims prior to the shooting. The victims had spent a short time in a house in the St. Monica's area prior to being shot. We know that much at this stage. And at this point, I would just like to hand over to Mr. Murphy, who's going to make some additional comments, and that summarizes where the investigation is at this moment. And obviously, we're appealing for anyone that has any information to come forward and call the Serious Crime Unit on 299-8106 or the independent and confidential Crime Stoppers hotline. Mr. Murphy.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And just to add to what DCI Pedro has said, this is a very sad and tragic event. Once again, I sit before you. Our thoughts are with the victims' families at this time. I would like to, however, reinforce what Chief Inspector Pedro has said, that the police service is conducting inquiries into this matter. It is an attempted murder, and all our efforts have been engaged in trying to catch those responsible for the shooting. Irrespective of the movements of the victims, the time of day, the fact that they were on a stolen motorcycle, we still need to pursue those involved in this sad and tragic crime. Bermuda is working hard. Bermuda Police Service, in partnership, is also working hard to bring offenders to justice. I've already said on numerous occasions we've had some tremendous results of recent times, and individuals have appeared before court, have been convicted, and have been sentenced to long terms of imprisonment. That trend is continuing, and in the new year, several other individuals will be appearing before the courts for serious offences, including murder. We also anticipate further arrests for serious crimes in the very near future. I would appeal also to individuals who may feel that revenge is something that they may want to partake into, to not do that. Any reprisals of any nature will be treated with extremely seriously. We ensure that resources are placed in areas of high crime, particularly after incidents such as this. So you will see an increase in policing in the areas that these shootings have taken place, and we will continue with the resource-intensive policing activity that we have been over the last months. The public need to trust the police service to bring offenders to justice, and as I've already said, we're continuing to do that. We call on the community to help us in doing so, to give us the information. We know after most of these crimes, indeed virtually all of these crimes that have taken place over the last months, individuals have come forward and have provided us with valuable information that we were able to take forward and make arrests. I would urge again, once again, for people to come forward and do exactly the same. These individuals will be treated in total confidence, and that information just may be the vital piece of the jigsaw that we need to actually arrest those offenders. Thank you very much. I'm happy to take questions.